Hello and welcome to this session about SAP Business One 8.8 patch rel 12. And I want to demonstrate you how to activate the cockpit excluding the dashboards. My name is Benno Eberle and I'm part of the rollout services team. So what I did before we start with this session is to upgrade my current installation to SAP Business One 8.8 patch level 12, and after logging on to that system you will see in a second that this patch level is already installed. Here go to the help menu about SAP Business One and you can see here we have patch level 12 installed. You can see on the first view not really a difference. What you can see in the menu is that there is a new menu entry. It's Cockpit, but you can see it's disabled. And the reason that this is disabled is that the super user or the administrator has not activated this Cockpit functionality so far. To activate this functionality, we have a two-step approach. First of all, the super user or the administrator has to go to the general settings, and there we have a new tab folder. It's called Cockpit, and on this level, first he has to enable the cockpit for this company we are currently logged on, so the activation on company level. And after this is done, the user can in principle choose if he wants to use it or not. Keep in mind that this settings is only effective after logging on again to this company. So press OK and OK, and then you can see in the tools menu that this menu is now enabled. So each user which is logging on to company where the administrator or the super user has enabled the cockpit functionality is able to switch it on for itself. So every user can decide, I want to have the new cockpit functionality or not. And now let us enable here the cockpit functionality in that menu. Let us enable this functionality and you can see a message that you have to log on to make this change effectively. So let's log on again. And after a few seconds you see the new look and feel of the menu here on the left side, and you can see on the right side the widget area, which is completely new. It looks different, and on the top right, this is a menu, the new one, the new cockpit, and on the right side you can see the search bar, and the space below can be used to place widgets in your personal cockpit space. So let's first have a look on the new cockpit structure. My cockpit. If you click on the cockpit while the cockpit is open, then you will see that the menu is hidden and there are three different sections. It's my cockpit, it's modules, and it's track and relate. The cockpit is completely new and you can see here different types of predefined cockpits and the widget gallery. The other two sections, modules and track and relate, you know already from former versions, it's only a little bit newer. And what you can use to hide the menu is the small triangle on the top right corner of the menu, or you can click on the section which is already open. So if the cockpit is already open, the cockpit menu, then you can click again on cockpit to hide the menu. And we can see later on that the menu is losing a little bit on importance, and you can use the space of the menu for placing your widgets and to have access to your most important information you have placed on your cockpit. So I think this changes a little bit the style of working. In the past, you mostly used the menu. In the future, with the new Cockpit functionality, you will more and more go to a different navigation. So let's have a look on the search functionality. And while typing here some characters in, like data here, you see that automatically the menu here occurs and shows all the relevant functions from the menu which are matching to this inserted criteria. And if you're using the cursors to go up and down through this menu, you can very easily navigate through these functionalities which are found with this matching criteria. So let's go up and down a little bit with the cursors here, and with pressing enter you will call this functionality. In this case it's business partner master data. Let's close it again, and for example, if we insert settings, you can jump to the general settings very fast here. So this is one functionality we can use with the search area here. The other one is that you can insert a search string and can look for this string in the items, in the business partners, and in the marketing documents. So after inserting the string, press enter, and then this lookup results occurs and shows you all the items, business partners, and marketing documents where this searching criteria is matching. You can see here that you have a short list with all the different types of documents which are found for this matching criteria. You can use a yellow arrow to directly jump to this record, or you can see that there is a small text show all results here for this group. Click on that and you can see now all marketing documents which are matching to this criteria. Go to the yellow arrow here, open directly this sales quotation with this number here, and let's go back to the results of the search functionality here. So let's close that window. This is a search functionality, and the other things you can see here, for example, is here the browser widget, and there's already a web page entered here, which is automatically displayed in this widget area, and you can go to the settings here and can enter another URL, another internet address here, for example New York Times, and you will see instantly your most important information from New York Times now on your Cockpit. So here you can really store your most important and valuable information you need for your daily business. And now let's a little bit clean up our Cockpit and close all the different widgets to show you how you can create your own Cockpit. So open the My Cockpits, choose the Common Functions widget, drag and drop it in the Cockpit area, the widget area, and you can see here it's placed. Now the common functions needs to be drag and dropped as well from the modules menu. So pick the functionality which is most important for your daily routine, drag and drop it into that common functions area, and from other menu, from other module as well, business partner master data, and so you can collect everything which is relevant for your daily work and arrange a little bit the order in that common function widget, change the size a little bit of the common function widget, and now let's place another widget, the message and alerts widget. So if you're using messages and alerts in Business One, you can put these widgets here directly on the Cockpit, and you have with one single view as well the messages and alerts. Then let's choose the open documents and make the settings for this. So pick and enable the type of documents which are interesting for you, and you want to see how many of them are open. Click OK, and you will see in a second here these types of open documents, and after the type of the documents you see in brackets number 26 here. That means that 26 sales orders are open, for example. Then let's place a browser widget again and go to the settings to change the internet address behind these. So I'll let it be like it is. And yeah, you can see that now we inserted the Business One Twitter thread, and you can see here very important information about Business One. So you as a manager of an IT manager of a company, for example, could see here, oh, there is an important patch level and I can download it. So this, for example, is automatically put on your Cockpit if you insert this Twitter address into the browser. So let's arrange a little bit the messages and alerts. And with these kind of techniques here, you can build your own cockpit, what could be helpful for your daily work. So let's jump to another predefined cockpit. This is a sales cockpit, and here you can see that there's a widget which is not working. This is a dashboard, and to use the dashboards you need first to install the integration component. Therefore you can't use it until now, but we have created another session for this. Now let's jump to the authorizations first, because it's very important that you are giving the users which should use the cockpit functionality, that you assign them the correct authorizations here. You can do that for each single widget, or you can make full authorizations to all types of widgets here for the users. And you have seen here I access the authorization dialog very fast with not using the menu but with entering this. And now I open the Business Partner Master Data to show you the last, not least, new functionality in this patch level. It's a map services, and in the Business Partner Master Data you store your addresses of your customers. And there you have seen that there's a link, and you click on that link, then automatically a browser is being called, and Business One automatically builds the right search string to search this address with help of Google Maps, or as well with Bing Maps. And you can choose which one of the services you want to use in the settings of Business One. So general settings, then on the services tab, and there you can choose which kind of service you want to use, and you can define your own map services if you want. And then you have, with a single click, you can directly jump to the map and can see where your customer is probably located. Here you can see in Waldorf the address where where SAP is located. And yeah, this is how it works, and we can use that from the Business Partner Master Data and as well from the warehouses. So if you have warehouses with good locations in it, and you can click on the Show Location in Browser. It's the same technique here, and you can see where this specific warehouse is located. This one is now in Berlin, as you can see. And you can switch to the satellite view, for example. This is how Google Maps is working. And now let's close again that window. So back to Business One. And with that, we are at the end of this session. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope this new functionality will help you to work better with Business One and easier. And I wish you a wonderful